Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to Fairy Tail Chapter 303 review. Now, this chapter review overall is going to be very quick because this chapter is very simple. So here it is. When it comes to the summary, basically it's this. Chapter starts off, and Natsu and the rest of the guys are back in the hotel informing Makarov, Erza, and Laxus of the situation at hand. And what happens here, and Mary Jane too. And what's happening here is that they inform them that Lucy has been captured by the guards of Mercurius Castle, and they need to formulate a plan. And of course, they tell them that, that the king may in fact release her if they win the Grand Magical Games. So Natsu wants to go in there and save her on the spot. But Makarov opts for otherwise because Makarov does not want to make an enemy of the Empire, which is smart shit. So what happens here is that he formulates a plan. At the same time, we go and shift over towards Lucy and Yukino. And Yukino is giving us a sob story about why she wants to, erase Zeref from history. And basically, her sister, who used to protect her from her parents and shit. What happens here is that at some point, their parents get killed, and her sister gets captured by these Zeref followers. And so she believes that if she erases Zeref from existence, then these people won't follow Zeref, and thus her sister and parents wouldn't have been captured / killed. So that's why Yukino wants to go back in time and erase Zeref. And then after that, we skip to the following day, July 6th, one day away from July 7th, which is going to be 777. And what happens here is that we get screenshots of all the guilds coming out. We see Lamia Scale, Mermaid Heel, Quattro Cerberus, Blue Pegasus, and then we see Sabretooth, and Sabretooth coming out, Matt Slick, but their demeanor has changed for the most part. Well, at least when it comes to Rogue and Sting. Well, Rogue, you can't really see that well because Rogue is wearing some kind of weird mask thing, I don't know, kind of like a turban in a way. But the thing here is that we see Sting, and Sting's entire demeanor has changed because he used to be cocky as fuck, all smiles, yeah, yeah, we're the best, when we, for example, the first time we see Sabretooth come out, they come out strong, and Sting is leading this shit like a motherfucker. Sting is yeah, Sabretooth, that shit. But now we see Sting, he's very calm, his demeanor has changed completely. He seems to be more at peace with himself now that Lecter has died. So, I noticed that shit. So, he seems to be very calm, a much more smoother demeanor and a much more smoother posture when it comes to his walking and his pacing and yada, yada, yada. I noticed that shit. But what happens here is that we see Fairy Tail come out. And Fairy Tail comes out, and bada bing, bada boom, Juvia has switched the place of Natsu. But shit, why? Because I want to see Juvia fight. Juvia is a character that, in my opinion, has great potential. But Hiro continuously shits on her. So, hopefully, Hiro delivers Juvia a good one-on-one fight. I repeat, a good one-on-one fight. And then, at the end of the chapter, we see all three of the cats, Natsu, Mary Jane, and Wendy. They're pulling a Hook and Larry, and they're going to go, Hook and Larry, and they're going to go to Mercurius Castle and try and save Lucy. And that there is the end of the chapter. Now, the thing here is that I'm not too sure how the final day is going to be set up, because the way it seems, it may be a battle royale, fuck it, go in there. Maybe, I don't know, because the way it seems, because Sting said I won't lose anymore. But I'm thinking, well, you just fought Natsu. So, what's going on? I'm not too sure. So, maybe it's a battle royale. Winner takes all. Or winner gets, the most points. Something of that nature. Whoever team gets taken out first gets 0 points. Then second gets, 2 points, of that nature. Maybe. I'll be honest. I don't see, when I say maybe Laxus. Probably, yeah. Laxus and Jura, the guy from Lamia Scale, are the only two guys I see taking out Kagura. I do not see Erza taking on Kagura. I don't know why, but Kagura is fierce. Okay, I'm not Mary Jane. Minerva and Erza are gonna fight each other for sure. Oh yeah, but Kagura, that leaves her wide open, and Kagura's a beast. She's a fucking monster. So Kagura, maybe Laxus takes her on. Maybe Jura. I'm not too sure. But aside from those two people, Gray can't take her on. No. Juvia, I don't see it. I don't. I really don't. I mean, no one else. Fairy. Oh no, because Laxus is gonna take on Orga. So yeah, duh, yeah. So Laxus is gonna go take on Orga. And Gray wants Rufus. So I mean, Kagura, I don't know. All right, someone's gonna fight her, and whoever it is, they're getting their ass kicked. So, but that's my opinion. So that being said, King of Lightning, and I'm done. Rating, no rating, fuck it. So that being said, King of Lightning, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'm signing out. Peace. Have a nice day. By the way, before I forget, if you guys don't know, now you know. Hiro Mashima is, in fact, a fourth dimensional writer. Zay